So I have got my hands on this GardePro E8 2.0 trail camera. It is a very nice camera, and look at these antennae. Wow, these are very cool. I haven't seen a camera like that before for these trail cameras. This is very nice. It's quite big, it's bulky as well. You can see compared to my hand, that's quite large. But before we get to the camera, I just want to show you what has been sent to me by GardePro. I just want to say thanks very much for all of this. This is really cool, and I'm going to be reviewing this for them. So thanks to them. Check them out on their website and their products, and especially this camera and solar panel. It is very cool, as well as the SD card they sent as well, which is a 32 gig. So that's awesome. Thank you very much. Right, let's look at this solar panel. This is very cool. This looks like an army disguised solar panel. It looks very nice. So you can see there's the texture of the panel there. And over here we've got this connector, quite a nice long cable as well, so you can mount it further away from the camera to get the sun. Now what they've done is they've included two cables here with different DC connectors. So you can see over here we've got a 1.7 millimeter and then a 2.1 millimeter. So that is very nice. So you can actually charge other devices that have these connectors. So that connects onto here. It's also waterproof, so that seals up, so you can use those. So this is very cool. Then it comes with a tripod stand as well, so you can mount that onto a wall. They give you the screws as well to mount it. So this can be mounted on a wall or a tree or whatever you want to put it on, a post. You screw this into the back of the panel over here, so that will go in there, and then you can aim the panel where you want. And then once you've found your direction, you tighten this, and then this stops moving. As you can see, it doesn't swivel once this is tightened. So that's all the mounting for the solar panel. Now this solar panel is very cool. You can plug in the USB-C cable, which is inside here, and there is a charging indicator over there. So that's there, and there's the USB-C cable. Now what's cool about this solar panel is that it's got a 6 volt, a 9 volt, and a 12 volt switch here. So you can switch between these different outputs here. So you can use that for different devices that would require that kind of voltage output. So this is quite cool, as it's interchangeable with other devices that you might want to use outside. So that's the solar panel and the plugs. Very cool. Now let's get onto this camera. I'll move this out, bring the camera in. So this camera comes with two antennae over here, so you can move those around, you can swivel them around and whatever you want to do, place them up and down. You've got the light sensor up at the top here, so that's over there. We've then got the infrared LEDs, that's all these over here. You've also got a indicator over there for when it's on and things like that. You've then got your main optic lens over there. You've got your central PIR lens and then two side lenses here. So this will pick up the motion from the left and the right and then in front. You've then got on the side here, this is very cool. I've never seen a camera, trail camera like this before, where you've popped this off and it's got this buckle sort of lock thing on it. So it pulls it in and then you pull and you press it down. So it's nice and secure, and it's waterproof all the way around, so the electronics inside don't get wet. So looking underneath, we've got the microphone over here, and then we've got our port where these plugs would go into. So this one would then fit in there, and that's how it would gain power from the solar panel. So that's underneath. You've also got a mounting screw over here for a tripod, so that's 1¼ inch, and you've also got the same on the back over here. So you can mount it like that. You also get this belt, or this buckle belt over here, and a strap. So you can put that, and it's spring loaded, as you can see. So it's got little teeth in there, so that can hold the belt nice and tight if you want to wrap it around a tree or a big pole. And that feeds through here, through these slants here. And there's also a cable connector here, or security cable connector here, so you can put it through and slide it onto a cable, and it can mount like that. So that's the outer part of the camera, which is very nice. It's actually quite light. So this buckle clip opens up, and inside you can see we've got a compartment here which holds 8 AA batteries. Now I've got a bit of a fat finger, or fat fingers, so it's a bit tough for me to get that out. But there we go. So that's where the batteries go in, which we will put 8 of those in when we switch it on. And over here we've got a 2.4 inch LCD screen. You've got the menu button here and all the navigation, the start, and you've got on and off. You've got a USB cable over there, so you can connect it to your PC or laptop or whatever. And this is where the SD card goes in. So we'll put that card in there, and then we can use that for recording what we hope will be some nice footage outside. So the card goes in like so, like the picture says. So we'll put that in there, and that just clicks. Now that's in and ready to go. And then we can switch it on and get it ready. This camera uses an app called GardePro Mobile, and you can get it off the Apple Store or the Google Play Store. You just need to download it. You need to enable Bluetooth on your phone and also Wi-Fi, so then it can connect, and then we can add the camera and get everything set up. So what I'll do is get that ready, and then we'll carry on with the video. So I've got my 8 AAA batteries, so let's put those in, and then we can get some power to the camera. So you just slot these in like so, like the positive is over there, so it tells you where that should face. That's all in. Then we put the cover back on like so, clip that into place, and those are the batteries installed. And here's the solar panel. I just wanted to show you that LED that lights up underneath there when this is plugged in. So you can plug that in there. So this has got power, and you can see that green light coming on the solar panel. So that's there. And then we've also got the camera itself, where you can plug in the USB-C, and you can plug that in over there like so. So that's now plugged in, and then that's giving power, so we can switch it on like that with this in there. So this has also got power in now because of the battery, so we'll do that. So I'll just unplug that. So I'm using Google Play Store, as I've got an Android, and I've searched for GardePro Mobile app, and that's come up. So what we'll do is we'll install that, and once that's installed, we'll open it up, and then we probably have to register with an email and everything to log in. So once that's done, I'll carry on with the video. So here we go. This is the camera app that's opened up, and it says allow that to send notifications. So yes, so we can be notified. So is this a Wi-Fi camera or a cellular camera? So what we need to do here is select the Wi-Fi camera, and then it will say allow GardePro to find, connect to determine relative position of your devices. Say yes. So that's there. So what we want to do is now switch on this camera. So there we have it. So we've got the camera coming on. We've got 82 degrees Fahrenheit. That looks like how many pictures can be taken at the current setting. That's a lot. Wow. There's the date and time, and we've got the card reader. So there. So if I lift this up, you can see the screen. There's my fingers. So that's working. And on the left here, we can see in the app, it's picked up that camera. So what we do is we press on that, and it starts activating the device and connecting and doing its whole initializing and everything. So it's connecting, step 4. So do we want to connect? We go yes, connect, and it says connected, start. So we'll click start, and there we have it. So we've got, I'll just move this over and come a bit closer for you. So we can see over here we've got the GardePro, we've got the battery power is 100, we've got the SD card, which is 29 gigs, which is the 32. That's correct, so that's good. The temperature 28 degrees, number of photos 00, number of videos, name, model, camera version, synchronized time, so we can do that. So we can go to settings. So we've got the camera name, you can put a password on if you want. You've got a mode, so we've got motion detection, which is what we want, and you can also change to time lapse. Well, I must say this app is quite nice compared to some of the other apps I've used before. This one's actually quite nice. I like the dark background and that. So we want photo or video. So we want both photo or video. I just want to do video for now. Well, actually, let's do both, because then when I get the footage, I can show you the quality of the pictures. Then over here, we go from 4 megapixels all the way up to 64 megapixels. So let's choose that. Photo bursts. Do we want 1 photo or 5 whenever it triggers by whatever's walking past? Video quality 4K, so let's leave it on that. Video length, so let's say 15 seconds, and that goes all the way up to 5 minutes, which is quite nice. So you can go all the way to 5 minutes. Then we'll come back, we'll go through to video length at night. So this is the daytime video and then the nighttime video. Do we want sound? Yes, we do. Do we want volume? We'll say high, let's put medium. video format, so we can do MOV or MP4, which is quite cool. Then detection delay, so in between each detection, how long do you want it to wait? So that can be 10 seconds, so that's there. And then we've got PIR sensitivity medium, false trigger suppression high, side motion sensors, yes, we want those on. Loop recording, yes, so when the card's full it will just keep recording. Operation time any. Info strip, so this looks like the info that's on the camera when we saw the screen, so what's at the bottom and everything. So time zone, we can change this to let's see, so that's there. We want to change this to Celsius. I'm used to Celsius. Factory reset, format SD card, so let's format the SD card, so that's all clean and ready to go. So that's now done. And then at the bottom we can see the menu as well, so there's the status of the camera, which I like. Then we've got the settings, we've got a gallery over here, so we can see what the camera's gallery looks like and what local is, so that's when you download the videos to your camera. And then we've also got live, so if I press live it goes to the camera. So if I lift up the camera we should then see my desk, and that's there, so that's cool. And if I press anything, that should now take a photo, and if I press that, it's now taking a video. So put my hand there, go across, that's done. Switch off the video, we can go to the gallery, and there's our photo that we took. How cool is that? Very cool. Okay, so what I need to do now is get this set up and ready for capturing whatever we can capture, and hopefully we get some nice footage. So I will do that now, set it up in the garden, and off we go.
Let's start off with photo quality. As you can see here, daytime photos very crisp and clear, and then moving on to nighttime photos also very clear. These are with the settings that I had earlier on in the video, and they range between 5 to 8 megabytes per image that was taken. And then looking at the videos, these range from about 10 megabytes to 60 megabytes, depending on the length of the video and also whether it was daytime or nighttime. Now, these videos, as you can see, are full screen. They are really high quality. The image quality is very good. I'm actually really impressed with these. I'm quite impressed with how good it is compared to some of the other cameras that I've reviewed. And then looking at the image again of me walking away, the thing that I wanted to point out here is basically it takes a picture of me in the middle, and the video started with me maybe 1 or 2 steps further on. So that's when the capture of the motion started taking place for the videos. Now this video was in the evening, well, early morning, as you can see by the timestamp at the bottom and the date and everything. And the quality, as you can see, the water and the rock and everything and the plants is really clear. And then of the fox, it's really good. Now, there was a light that was on him there because there is a motion sensor light that is active over there in the front. So that's where the image was a bit clearer in the beginning. And now it's slightly more pixelated when it's just the PIR sensors picking that up with no other light showing there. But still, the quality, as you can see in the background, the trees, the sky and everything, it's just really clear. Even the grass blades, you can see. I'm very impressed. And overall the sound is quite good, so it picked up all of that. I do like the connectivity of this camera. It is very good at connecting from a range further away compared to other cameras, and it works really well once connected. Now here is a nighttime image or video where the light is on and it captured in color as well. And then here's one in the night or early morning again, but there is no light showing again. So you can see it's still quite clear, and it works really well. The capture, the motion, everything is good. You can identify what it is. You can see the different types of foxes that we are getting. We have noticed a few different ones, so you can pick up that detail as well from this camera. And yeah, I'm very happy with it. Going back to the connectivity, it's just, you know, it connects from quite a range away. I'm in the house sometimes and I need to connect to it, and it does connect, and I'm able to view the images, delete the images, download the images. And these images I took from the SD card, so I had the better quality for the video. And overall, I'm very impressed with the camera, and it just works really well. I had no issues with it. The connection always connected. The battery power was still full when I finished taking all these videos. I had over 600 videos and images altogether, and overall I'm really impressed. So if you guys are looking for one of these cameras or any of the cameras that the GardePro sell, make sure you check out their website. They've got some amazing kit, and it's just really impressive stuff. So I just want to say thanks to them once again for sending me this to review. I'm very impressed, and thanks for watching. Cheers.